Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, we can do the first stage. The first stage is interview. Please tell me about yourself first.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Dafai Darfati. I am now a student at Eden Boys School, that is 9th grade, especially on 9C. Okay, so in here now, I'm gonna tell you guys about an interview of myself. Okay, so let's start about my personal things. Okay, so as I mentioned, I am now 9th grade. That means I'm about 14 to 15 years old, and I was born on 10 November 2007. Okay, so I gotta tell you my hobby, guys. My hobby, I have three things on sport. That is swimming, karate, and also archery. And then for beside that, I like reading books, also playing games. Okay, so and then I am the third child of. I am the first child from my family, so I am the older one. Okay, and then also in 9th grade, I am learning some couple of things, especially on computer. Okay, Mr. Continue.
Alright, okay, thank you. Next, could you tell me your experience in identity that you became joined up in identity and where is the place?
Okay, Alhamdulillah, I've done already two teaching on EDN. First while on 7th grade and the second while I'm on 9th grade. Okay, the first let's talk about the 7th grade. Okay, so actually, I'm not doing EDN teaching. So the real name is ITK. When I was 7th grade, a couple of ustad tell me, "Hey Dafa, are you interested on EDN teaching?" They said, and then yeah, Mister, I always want EDN teaching. I'm very tired at EDN. I wanna search for a new environment. I said, okay. So this is kind of like EDN teaching. They said, and then but the difference is we are gonna be like camping outside in the woods. They said, oh, so it's gonna be like more fun. I accepted. Yes, it's gonna be more fun. Also, you will be accompanied by some couple of friends, also from other 9th graders. Like, I got a couple of friends that would be the trainer too, like this Rehan Ganyu from other, and also Syafiq Noval Syabani from 9E now. For the older one or the senior one, there is brother Fatur Rahman that is already graduate from IDN, brother Uta that's already graduated from IDN too, and also brother Aji that already actually graduated too. So we are starting to go at very morning before 5 p.m. using IDN official car, and then we arrive like in the day, like 12 p.m. like that. And then okay, let's continue to my next IDN teaching. That is while on 9th grade. Okay, so the IDN teaching for 9th grade, it was on 23 August 2022. At that time, I'm inviting 5 of my friends, including me will be 5. That is me, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih, Isan Ahmad Fahriansyah, Ahmad Mirza Ahsan, also with Ibrahim Aulia Hafiz. So we are going to teach at my little brother school, that is elementary school Regis, or we say Rehat Al Jannah, Riyad Al Jannah Elementary School. Okay, so the thing is, we are teaching 3rd grade. We are teaching for about 1 days, and then we are couple of material like that. Okay, and then I forgot to mention, while I am on IT camp, I teaching a material of Scratch. I'm on the Regis too. I'm doing Scratch too with the same material. I'm teaching about Alien Defender, and then Block Breaker, also Catching Fruit. 3 games in there. Okay, so and then when I teaching, I notice some special things going on, like uh, the thing. Do you know that my brother's school is actually a prestige school, so to get that permission is very hard. So at that time when I tried to get permission for that teaching, it's very hard because the school is very busy too. They're on like some kind of exam. But I managed to talk directly to the headmaster of the school and they let me in. Okay, continue, Mister, to the next question.
Okay. The next question. Uh, how much money do you get from IDN teaching?
Okay, so for the seventh grade, Alhamdulillah, the teacher and other participants pay me for like about 200,000 for each trainer. At that time, I was feeling like I'm very rich because all of us get 200,000 for the pay. But sadly, on ninth grade, because this is a prestige school and also it's hard, so we are doing our teaching for free, so we don't get anything. But the thing is, it's not like the money. The real thing is the experience that we got. Like when we're teaching, we are trying to improve ourselves to be more better and better. Like our bravery, our braveness, talking to others in front of. Also, we can make a lot of friends from other school, like being good and others. Okay, continue, Mister.
Okay. The next. What do you think about IDN?
Okay, the thing about IDN for me it's actually a unique school. Why? Because IDN is one of the school that has a special material or curriculum that is IT or computer, such as coding, web developing, design, also Internet of Things or robotic. So that actually makes Eden fun. That's why a thousand of students or a lot of students wants to enter Eden because they have fun. Like they usually use laptop every day to do their work, their homework. Also, they meet some kind of new stuff like coding, doing Android Studio, Scratch, common coding, and then also Arduino, making robotic, they build Legos to robot, making special Internet of Things like smart trash can, and then smart ID card, and something like that. Also, the design on Eden is very great. If you're planning to be more good at Eden teaching and design, you can enter your IUX when you are senior. You can improve your design, so you can make promotion like that. Okay, continue, Mister.
Okay. The last. What is the best experience during learning at IDN? What is it?
Okay, the best experience is I got chosen for the IT camp. Also, the Rihlah activity is very good too. Why? Because not all students can experience IT camp, so it's very exclusive like that. So when I got chosen, I was very thank you to the teacher. Also, for the Rihla, it's also very good because it refresh our mind and our body. So we are not also in Eden area. Okay, Mister.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Haidar. I think enough for my question. Next, we're gonna move to the second stage. It's about describing country. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay. Thank you guys. We are going to the second stage that is describing country. Okay, for the country that I choose that is Japan. Why Japan? Well, you need to see first why do I choose Japan. Okay, let's continue to the next slide. Okay, the content. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about four things that are important on my slide. First, about the Japan main thing. Also, why do I choose Japan? And then favorite places in Japan. And then the last is the favorite foods. Okay, let's talk about main thing about Japan. Okay, So first, this is the national flag of Japan that call it Hoki, or in Japan language that is Hinomaru. Also, the national anthem or the national singing song that is Kimigayo, or in English, it means His Imperial Majesty reign. To translate to you guys in bahasa, we said that is kekaisaran, kemenangan untuk kekaisaran. Okay, the next. The main thing for the language on Japan is Japanese itself. So to go abroad to Japan, you can use two languages. The main language is English. Also, you can talk to the local people there with Japanese. Okay, and then the religion. We have three main religion. The majority of religion, that is Shintoism, Buddhism, also Christianity. For Shintoism, it means like you don't have any religion, so you're just like a free man, doing not doing prayer. Buddhism, it's kind of like they pray for Buddha, and then Christianity, they believe Jesus, like that. And then the land area. Actually, Japan have many islands like that. This is the Sapporoki Island. This is the main island. This is the rest of the island. So it's about 135.8098.50 miles. So it's actually a larger too. And actually, to believe that Japan was on seat on Indonesian island, so let's make them great. And then on the land area, they have one capital city, that is Tokyo. Tokyo is the center of entertainment, also, and then distribution, and then also technologies in there. Okay, so the population based on 2016, the population on Japan, that is 125.284.60 and 30 people. Okay, so that's actually not so a lot because Japan still have many large islands. Why people in Japan is very small? Because they believe not having too much child it's good. It's on their religions. The main currency on Japan, they use Japanese yen. They use like coins and also paper money. And then the main industries, they have couple of main industries like example Suzuki, Toyota, also do you know some kind of like industries, automobiles like I mentioned, and then Yamaha, Honda, the electronics like Panasonic, and then the computers, there's a lot, and also smartphones. Okay, let's continue to the next slide. Okay, why do I choose Japan? There's a lot of things. Like Nissan is one of the automobiles, and then Mitsubishi also. Sony also one of the media thing. They're also very famous. And then Yamaha, Toyota, Suzuki. And then you know that actually Nintendo is from Japan. And then also camera brand called Canon, Honda, also Toshiba and Sonic. And then also koi fish is actually from Japan too. And then Kenwood for automobiles. And then also they have a couple of traditional things like kimono is for traditional clothes for women on Japan. And also Japan is one of the cleanest country. Even the fish can live on the seawater of Japan. And then they have some kind of like food too, like ramen, udon. Also, this is the automobile, Mazda, and a lot. So I can't mention all. And also, while on World War II, Japan has one of the great ships called it Yamato. Yamato is one of the battleship class. Okay, so let's continue to the favorite place on Japan. Okay, so I have 6 places on Japan that you should visit while you're on Japan. Okay, so first is the Tokyo city itself. It's the main capital city of Japan. Why do I choose Tokyo City? Because it's the main entertainment center on Japan. Also, the technology is very growing in there. You can meet all kind of jobs, all kind of people. And then the next is Osaka Castle. Osaka Castle is one of the main castle on Japan. That it's located in Osaka, one of island on Japan. And then Torii Gate. Torii Gate is a traditional gate made of woods and then painted with red. Torii Gate was made to a very sacred place, like praying place, and then castle like that. Also, you can visit the beautiful of Mount Fuji. You can feel snow and it's very cold, like about minus 10 degree there. Also, if you have a right time, you can meet the cherry blossom. That from August to April, I believe. So the cherry will blossom, and do you know that the feel of cherry flower is very soft. Also, if you visit the main of Japan, you can visit the traditional village, meeting like local people in there. Also, you can feel like the traditional hotel. Okay, and then the last thing, the favorite foods. So actually, there are some favorite foods of Japan that already came to Indonesia, like sushi, and then tempura, and then takoyaki, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna discuss the one of the famous food that entered to Indonesia too. Okay, so first is sushi. Sushi is food that makes from rice mixed with seafood. Also, you can mix with seaweed too. And then takoyaki is circle bread mixed with a tentacle of squid, I think. Okay. Also, ramen is one of the traditional noodle. We mix it with egg, meat, also with some kind of vegetable. And tempura is one of the seafood too. So a shrimp they mix with flour and then they fry it. And then combined with traditional sauce like wasabi or something. And then udon, it's technically same as ramen, but they have more like a bold noodle, and then it tastes more like a sour. And then also miso soup, it's a traditional soup. They usually mix up with rice to eat it. So when cold condition like snow, they eat this for making themselves warm. Okay, Mister, I think that's all for my describing country. Thank you for listening. Okay, as I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, welcome back again to the third stage or the last stage, that is describing about my portfolio, that is my achievement and my student works while on IDS. Okay, so to mention that's actually a lot when I was from 7th grade to 9th grade, but I'm gonna just mention on 9th grade because it's the main thing. Okay, so this is before I start describing, I'm gonna show you my skills. Okay, for the 9th grade, the current now, I have skills of 5 lessons. That is first Android Studio from IT, that is coding, and also Modular making simple app, and actually English to make my English talk more fluently. Also Islamic, we learn about fiqh, hadith, and then history of Islamic, also the Quran, Tahfiz. Okay, continue. Okay, so first let's talk about the IT. I don't just talk about it. Okay, the first, the 9th grade first project, that is name card app. What is actually name card app? Well, it's an app that is for showing our identification online using our phone. So you don't need to bring your heavy card, heavy wallet that have all card like that. Just need to have one simple thing, a phone. Open the application, show the orders, show to the machine of scanning. You just like pass out like that. You don't need to carry a lot of cards. That's simple. Also, you know that this app doesn't require internet. So in the future, I'm developing this app to not use internet connection. So it's completely free. Also, we don't need an internet connection. Also, in the name card app, there's feature that featuring show our name, and then our status, and then our birth date, also our phone number, and a couple of social media: WhatsApp, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, you can add others if you want to develop your app. Okay, next. My next project is geometry calculation app. So what is geometry calculation app? So the main thing about this app, it's for calculating geometry. For 3D, we have box and others. And then for the shape, we have square, rectangle, triangle, rhombus, parallelogram, circle, and trapezoid. Okay, so if you click on the main menu, you have some kind of feature. You can choose between square, triangle. And then you can calculate the volume and search for others. So the math is actually easy when you use this app. Okay, and then let's continue out to my third project, that is online radio app. So this is the third project. That is the most simple app that I have built on Nightbird. Okay, so what's on radio app for? So this app is used to hear if you are fans of music, podcasts. But the thing I designed this to hear uh, Islamic story or kajian from other ustad, sheikh. Also, you can hear Moratel too if you set up the app correctly. Okay, the feature is you can select what kind of thing that you want to hear: podcast, music, kajian, Moratel, and then you can select. You can use this feature. You can move back and forth, so you can choose the precise time. Okay, so in the future, we are developing this app can be used for FM radio too. So you can hear some kind of podcast or music from this app. Okay, so let's continue to the fourth app, I believe. Okay, that is the Find My Age app. Okay, so what is Find My Age app? So it is simple. It's to calculate what age are you. So it divides into three classes. That is adult, teenager, and child. Okay, for the child, when you enter your birth date, below 2000 and 20 or 10 below, it shows your child. And then after that, you will enter the teenage age. Also, and then after that, you go into adult. So it's very important, guys. You want to access something. You see the video that you want to watch is age restricted. You see the first what I am age now, and then you search, and then oh, I'm a teenage, so I save to watch this video like that. So it's very crucial for you guys. You need to choose what on your age, not below that or after that. Okay. Let's continue to my fifth project, that is Talk to Me app. Also, this is the last app that I built from code. So all of app that I mentioned, from name code to the Talk to Me app, it actually was built using Codeler. So before I continue mentioning about Talk to Me app, let's talk a bit about Codeler. So Codeler is kind of like a simple web editor for making simple app. They use some kind of simple block coding, and also they use app designer. So you just kind of drag and drop the feature that you want to put for the app. Okay, so that's a bit explanation about Codeler. Okay, for Talk to Me app, that is app that use for making talk with the AI on your app. So the AI here we are using Google Assistant. Like example, when you put something like we say hello, and then when we press speak on the app, the phone will speak hello too. And then if you press record button, it will record what you say like hello. How are you? And then the text will be displayed with hello, how are you? So it's kind of like it's very important. Like if you want to search for music title, like I don't know what's title, but you just it's kind of say like uh, blah blah blah, and then it shows, and then you just have to go to the search browser, and then you found. So this is actually kind of helpful. Okay, so now we're done with the Codeler app, Codeler making. So we're going to the last project on this semester, that is Bitaqwa app. So Bitaqwa app was built using Android Studio that I already mentioned on my skills. Okay, so Android Studio is more complicated further than Codeler because it uses fully coding using Kotlin. Okay, so the features for Bitaqwa app, that is you can search for prayers, zikr, zakat, paying zakat, and then you can see also the salat schedule, and you can search for more inspiration like what you should do as Muslim, like the app recommended you to do tahajjud prayer, you do tahajjud prayer. Okay. Okay, so this is actually was a good thing too for Muslim. And this is basically just same as Muslim Pro if you already noticed on Google Play or on Apple Store. Okay, so I think that's all, Mister, for my project and achievement explanation. Thank you. Okay, last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.